is that not loud? I can't hear anything. You'll need to speak up. I'm on a car phone.
We're live, Dylan. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 57 of Lawnhub Live After Lunch.
Why do you talk so fast?
Because
also,
I already said,
ladies and gentlemen and others.
No.
Oh, no more others.
No, there are no more.
I've been in California, man. There's still others.
True.
What's this thing called? Restream it.
I've talked so fast because I'm here for a good time, not a long time. But we have Mr. Clint Adams back. Everyone wave to Mr. Clint.
Restream. Sounds like when you you finish taking a piss and you automatically have to do another one. Show password.
We're still after a water sponsor.
Oh, we got an email. Why didn't you deal with it?
I can't help if they never reply.
Ooh. What have I missed? Thanks, Dylan. I just found it, but appreciate you getting to that like 5 minutes later. Select all the images that are a fire hydrant. They're all yellow. Is it a trick? One's white. I thought fire hydrants were all red. Am I being racist? Okay. Has he got a mic? Is your mic live?
It's not. I have the option.
Please also check which ones are fire hydrants. There's more? That's a caravan. There's only one. Fuck it. Which one's the traffic lights? Oh, God. This is like it's another one. Motorcycles.
Oh, Jesus.
They're not motorcycles. They're scooters. See how? Fuck you, AI. But is this like a way of? Oh, there's another one.
Oh, fuck.
Like it's like, let's see how many times we can make him select things before another one. Traffic lights. Another one.
No.
Motorbikes.
Surely not.
Yeah. Are we there? Bus. Please also check the new images. Bus. Can we move on? We might not be able to use Restream it. I think we might be in. Anyway, That was a good little test of my
patience.
resolve. There's no one in there. Oh, I need Instagram as well, don't I? What have I missed? Did you guys do anything exciting while I was gone? Each other?
Dylan was in a pod. Yeah.
Have you been getting good reach because you're pretty?
Looks different now than last week, though.
Yeah, I don't like his new look.
He's
too cleanly shaven. Makes me feel like when I'm thinking about him that I'm breaking the law.
We were talking about something very similar before, weren't we, Dylan?
We were.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about that, were you? You creeps.
We were actually talking about Padme off of Star Wars.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
And how...
Oh, how good do I look? That light is good.
When she first met Anakin, how young he was.
It doesn't mean anything.
No, but listen, Anakin was like 10 years old when Padme and Anakin met.
Yeah, but people used to die at 40 back then.
Yeah,
it's all good.
But she then pretty much inherited him as an investment property and said no touches to anyone else. And we were just talking about if the roles were flipped, it would be a bad situation for them.
You can inherit someone as an investment property.
Well, that's what we're implying. We're not saying that we can human traffic people, but...
If for those keen-eyed, you might notice that I have a new phone stand.
Yes.
This actually, it should be like what is that cup that they win for kicking the leather ball? You have to wear white gloves.
Cup.
You have to. You're not allowed to touch this.
Yeah.
Well, you can, and I can.
I'm all for that.
Yeah,
actually.
but like and you can. But if you weren't involved in the 100,000, you can't touch it.
Yeah, no.
All right, good.
That's fine.
We got that locked down. Oh fuck yes, Kira, AI pranking you. Yeah, fuck. I better be careful actually because I reckon that I'm the first one they're going to come after. Scott Baxter, boys, Queensland question here with 300 plus mil of rain coming with Alfred. Alfred's coming. Alfred Cummings.
He's also edging. I mean, you didn't see that meme? That was a good meme.
Flush through existing Trojan and pre-emergent BBW. Fucking hang on. Remember the first bit?
Yes.
Will that flush through existing Trojan and pre-emergent BBW so we'll have to reapply following this cyclone?
Probably, yeah. More than likely. I
sent a few messages to some people I know in Queensland. They're calling it fake news.
Yeah?
Yep. They're like, nothing's happening.
Well, it's like...
Better to be over-prepared than under-prepared.
Yeah, but it's like the generated images of California that was on fire. And then when we went there, you couldn't see anything. Like, it all looked fine.
Can you turn that up a bit?
But
like not for them, but for me.
I mean, for their sake, I hope it's all fake news. But I think it's pretty. Well, I mean, everything else.
I'm sure there'll be areas. Serious. I mean, I don't know. The people I'm messaging live in varying different areas. One was Sunshine Coast, one was Brisbane. So Celeste's parents and her brother were meant to fly up there, and obviously the associated family members. On Tuesday, they were at the airport.
Yeah.
And I was on ChatGPT, just kind of like, hey, going to Queensland today, yes or no? And ChatGPT on the Monday night was like, yeah, all good, just be careful. Tuesday morning, ChatGPT's like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah.
Tanunda Caravan Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Big yes.
Hopefully you get your flight refund.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the question was, is that water going to flush through? I mean, I think that they're going to have bigger problems than that.
More problems.
Disease pressure,
Yeah.
as Jonesy likes to say.
Yeah.
Disease pressure.
And potential water sticking around for a very long time. I can hear that.
He can hear his
I can hear
voice
my
through
voice.
it's too loud. Fuck is wrong with you? Good stuff,
Yeah.
man. Good stuff. That's good stuff.
Yeah. I think
Have you-
300 mil of water, that's fair. That's a lot of water. So, yeah, that's soil flushing. That's bringing debris in. That's bringing disease pressure, as Clint just said. But it's also, it's going to bring in a lot more things other than that. So I'd wait for the water to clear, the weather to clear before you get back on the lawn. But more than likely, you'd need to reapply, absolutely, if your lawn's in a state to take it, if it's still there.
Have you guys mixed my soundboard around?
They did.
Who's that?
Today I'm going to jail, and I just want to get it over with and never have to
You
worry
mixed it
about
up
it
a bit?
again.
And yet, well, hey, just so you know, all the photos don't necessarily match the words. So neck minute has Hok Tua chip on it. Bruh. That's fine. Boo. That's fine.
I don't think you have the facilities for
That
that.
looks
big
right.
man.
Anvil. Have we had this one before?
Anvil.
That's new.
That is new.
I like it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right, we're good. Now, what do we got here? What do we got here? Sensible question. MC53, which is either a gun, a gang, or just someone's handle. Old formula of Prem. How long between first and second application pre-winter?
Still
Double down.
Yeah, still that 8 week mark. That's fine. 6 to 8 weeks, 8 to 10, depending on your window, of course. But yeah, and we say old formulation. All it is just it feeds for the probably another 2 to 3 weeks. But it was just an enhancement that we wanted to do, and we could do it, and it still fits in the bucket nicely.
Did it cost us more money?
Not like it per bucket. We're talking maybe a couple of cents, if that.
And we didn't pass that on.
No, we did not pass that on.
Other people would.
Yep, they would. They would.
Like if you, Adam's lazy. How's your book going?
Book, yeah. Well, like I've said previously, all the information's there. It's just about extracting it and getting someone to build it, because I can't build that.
I met a guy when we were deboarding a plane. Is that how you say it? Deboarding? Disembarking? Getting off? I don't know. I need to. Yep,
getting
cool.
off, disembarking.
I was getting off a plane. Like getting off a plane? Getting a plane off? So getting off a plane in the beautiful state of Texas. And this guy's like, Lawnhub? I'm like,
That's so good.
yes. Me and Irvo were just rushing to go through customs because I don't know why I like to go through customs fast. And he's like, hi, my name's Rob. Live in Melbourne, near Royal Melbourne. Use your gear, fucking love it. When's the book going to be written?
Yeah. I reckon I've had that.
That's legit.
Yeah. I
And
reckon
then I said to him, I think it's become like an urban myth to the point now where it's a thing. Like, so, like, what'd you get? What'd you get for your birthday from me? And you'll be like, oh, the Lawnhub book from Jonesy. And so it's a nothing. It's just like, oh, thanks. So you got me the fucking Lawnhub book from Jonesy. And it becomes this thing. So you probably can't finish it now.
Oh, I mean, I would like to. I would.
Well, I can tell you that the world doesn't expect it.
I've come to terms with that. That's fine.
Might turn that around, actually.
Yeah, look at that. 100,000 orders.
You want to hold it?
No, you got it. You can see it.
It was like 10,000 orders ago.
Yeah.
What else have I got? Any new buttons?
Hello, how are you? I am under the water.
No, that's not new.
Please help me.
That's a like
Too
just
much raining.
like I know we touched on it when it happened, but that's such a big milestone for this company and for any company to reach 100,000 orders. Like that's
Well, we were talking. You talked to the freight company,
yeah,
and they said we were the fastest company to ever get to
10,000
10,000.
orders
We
using
moved
their
to a
software.
new freight aggregator, Maximizer.net.
a shipping software platform.
Yeah, and they said, "Oh shit, no bat."
Nah, he's got one.
Also, we need to investigate something that I can wear on the podcast. That's not. I need a like a nice, smooth chiffon-like jumpsuit. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't either. It was just what came to mind. Parachute pant jumpsuit. I don't know, something like lightweight. Are you hot?
I mean, I did crank the air.
Yeah.
I was hot downstairs.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the podcast. We've got a question here on what's a comment from Omudgy1. He said, "What's up, legends? You're very close to each other."
Is that okay?
I don't know. Maybe he's homophobic.
Maybe.
Rexy Ellis. Fellas, laying 130 square metres of Sir Walter Buffalo this weekend, bought the Got Laid pack. What's the way to go about applying it, timing, etc. in Vic fucking Toria?
Well, if you said got laid pack, I'm assuming it's a cherry popper pack.
Cherry popper pack,
So you'll get an application calendar of that.
which is a colloquial term for the first time.
Yes.
So we don't need to make that clear. Okay.
And yeah, so you'll get an application calendar. So apply got laid and BBW on day one. So that can be done on top of the turf after it's been rolled out, or you can put it down on the soil before you roll the turf out. Dylan and I had this conversation last week. That's completely fine. Just make sure you water it in either way. And then 7 to 14 days later, get that roots and shoots application on as a foliar and just watch the magic happen. Yeah, on the calendar as well, you'll have reapply timing as well. That should be the exclamation mark with the extra information there. Follow that. Keep the water on the lawn so the roots and the soil stay damp, not soaking. And then once you physically can't pull the slabs out, you can back the watering off.
Kira says, audio sounds great, Dilbo. Have you asked her to call you Dilbo, or she just likes to insult you? Okay, cool. All right. Blake Cook on Facebook says, "Hi boys, got a bit of a persistent paspalum lingering around from moving into a new house. Best way to remove it, by hand or herbicide?"
Depends. Did it say what lawn variety he has?
No, he just says, "Hey boys, got a persistent paspalum lingering." Oh, you know that bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're willing to pull it by hand, that's going to be the best way to do it, and then get a pre-emergent down if your lawn's able to.
Sorry.
Yeah, paspalum sucks.
Two things. I think my brain's on fucking overdrive. I've been pulling out the weeds in my lawn and leaving holes, so I've just got craters everywhere. And it reminded me, I went to my son's sports day today, last minute, after he told me not to come, and then asked me to come. I was in Lonsdale at the time. And their oval is so fucked.
Yeah.
Like the irrigation system's so fucked. There's these green nipples where the sprinklers are.
Yeah.
And they're literally like baseball pitcher mounds because the irrigation just turns. I'm guessing they're shitty gear drives with the nozzles drilled out, and it's just like... And so there's these... I've never seen anything like it.
Okay.
Like from above, it would just look like green. Like it's like the efficiency is bad. From the side, it's like there's these mounds. I should have taken a photo, but
Why
there was a
would
lot
they
of
be
kids there, and
mounds?
last time that happened.
Yeah. Why would they turn into mounds?
Because it's the only thing growing, so it's just thatching up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
yeah. I
but
see
it's
what you mean,
literally it's been doing it for so long that it hasn't been dethatched. So there's just dead dirt and the original thatch from like when I was at the school.
Yeah.
And then all this thatch that's built up, and nothing's ever happened. I'm surprised the sprinklers are clearing the mound. Like,
Well, so I suppose in theory, then all it would take would be to cut the lawn back, and then you'd probably
redesign the irrigation system.
Well, that
potentially.
too, but
And the what do they call it? Long jump pit has been top dressing the sides of the long jump pit. That it was an elevated long jump pit. You had to jump up. And I'm just like,
you'd lose distance.
I said to Celeste after watching this sports day today, I'm like, did we fuck up sending him to a public school? Like and it maybe was a snapshot in time, but the disorganization, the staff, the facilities, I was just like, fuck. So time will tell. Shout out to the South Australian Education Department.
I mean, it's surprising that they've got irrigation.
Surprising the teachers went to work today.
Yeah, it's good that they got irrigation because our oval at school never had irrigation.
No, it did. It got stolen. Everything that they put in Angola gets stolen. It would have been in.
There was no, to my knowledge, I
know.
never, ever saw irrigation.
The Gawler Gronks would have been like, there's copper in these sprinklers.
Yeah, just a minute amount, but we'll use it.
Did you see, just thinking about that chain of thought, that I saw an announcement this morning on Channel 7 Facebook that Drake's are a potential sponsor for the 500? The Drake's 500?
Doesn't surprise me, but because of their
motorsport connection.
Motorsport love, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thinking about Gawler, that my mounds, my lumps, my lovely lady humps. Hey boys, Drew's 23. Hey boys, I laid new Sir Walter Buffalo soft leaf. It's not as soft as people say. Over 7 weeks ago in WA. Can I use NSFW or Spartan? If so, when should I use it?
NSFW can be used after 12 weeks. I strongly recommend that because you
wait the 12 weeks.
Wait the 12 weeks, yeah. And for Spartan, unfortunately, you're going to have to wait 6 months. So, yeah, especially for what prodiamine does to the root system, it's just best just to hold off for those applications of pre-emergent. But there are other pre-emergents you can use. Unfortunately, we don't stock them for things out of our control.
Reasons out of our control.
Yeah, as in they don't sell it to us.
Because you're a fuckhead.
Yeah, because I'm a fuckhead.
And you don't have a turf qualification.
That's right, yeah. So Oxstar or Oxafert, they can be used on newer lawns. Just read the label and just be sure.
You can buy those from railways, SA Landscape Supplies.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the LSA people?
Yeah, well, it's their product. They've got a Lawn Solutions.
Yeah.
Oxford, but
I'm working on converting some of their resellers. It's going to be really funny if it works too. I was laughing before because and this like it's not funny, but the way my brain works, it's okay. Just bear with me. So we got a question here from, I think it was from Sith, saying, Jonesy, anything I can apply prior to Alfred this weekend? And in my head, I said drainage, and then laughed.
Yeah. It's funny, but not funny. Yeah.
Like, yeah, sorry. I know you're probably going to lose some houses, and that's not nice. So do you have a serious answer to that question?
Look, my concern right now would be the wind, meaning that if you would
apply wind barriers.
No, like if you were to apply, say, a disease, something to prevent and cure potential diseases, my thought process would be it's probably too late, because if the wind is about and we've got so much rain, then there's probably nothing worth applying. But like 2 weeks ago, if everyone knew Alfred was coming.
They've been talking about it for fucking 2 weeks.
So I've only started hearing about it this week.
I also don't understand why they can't just shoot a laser into the fucking eye of the thing and just make it go away.
We're probably at that point.
I'm pretty sure they did that off the coast of the US, and they accidentally redirected it into. I'm sure I heard about this. Probably not meant to know about this, but there was a cyclone coming towards the mainland of the US, and then they dropped something into it from above. I want to say dry ice, and it changed direction and went and accidentally might have killed some people.
Well, it's been nice knowing you, Clint. We're going to be looking for a new host.
I'm never here anyway. Who gives a fuck? We have a positive comment here. It's from Nicholas Moran saying, yo, I run the warehouse across the road from yours. That lawn out the front looks killer. Do you have any other buttons?
So I'm pretty sure Nick is the guy.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
Pretty sure Nick's the guy that owns the sweeper next door. So we took him a carton of piss yesterday, and he's going to let us borrow it to clean the warehouse because it's got water jet and sucker.
Getting wet and sucking, that's fucking pretty much the two main things, right?
Yeah, the lawn is coming along nicely.
I don't like it.
It's still wispy, but it is better than it's better than what we inherited.
It's not good enough. The patch over there hasn't grown in enough.
It's grown in a lot.
There's seed head going on over here.
There's seed head, but that's
disease pressure.
No, the seed head is just
climatic pressure.
It's just a natural characteristic of that turf variety.
Yeah. so maybe we should have a different turf variety.
Yeah, we can. I'm all for digging it up and trying again.
When
We do a rye.
What we're talking
out there.
about over in the US, we were talking about the golf courses using fucking TIFF. What was that? Were you at that trip? No, this was a different trip. We went to a golf course. You didn't come to that one.
TIFF Eagle.
TIFF Eagle. They
Yeah.
fucking love it.
Yeah, it's what they use at Sawgrass.
And another buffalo that's not as. I think it's here. It's like softer than soft leaf buffalo. Says the people that sell it. All right. There's so many questions.
That's good.
This is a sad one.
Oh.
Jesse Moore, boys, applied premature this week, watered it in for an hour. 2 days later, the lawn looks like a Dalmatian, burn spots everywhere. Jesse, can you be more specific? Are they micro burn spots or are they large, Jonesy head size burn spots?
And what did you use to water them in?
As in, did you hand water or did you use a sprinkler system that might have good distribution uniformity? Can you tell I've been on the irrigation side of the business for a little while?
Yeah.
Yep, cool. If you can let us know that, we will try to answer better. Look, if you don't water in enough, and it sounds like you have if you've watered it with an irrigation system, sometimes the prill size can be large on a tight lawn and it can sit on there and burn. If it has, it will recover, and I'm sorry. If you've over-applied, it could burn.
Well, and if the lawn was a little bit damp,
I'm the
when you
poster boy
applied
for
it,
that.
it will start to activate straight away. But like Adelaide Oval number 2, we were there for. What were we there for?
Because you're a fucking.
No, the pitch taking outery last year.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Yeah. They were putting like a Trojan style fertilizer out in Adelaide Oval number 2, and it's as tight as this desk. And I was like, is that going to burn? They're like, yeah, but it'll go away. So.
If it's good enough for them, it's good enough.
Well, that's a saying that's commonly used on one of the pages. If it's good enough for Wimbledon, it's good enough for me.
That's one way to return serve.
Yeah. Hey, for someone who's tired,
Ain't nobody got time for
pretty
that.
good.
Can you bless me with something money-wise?
Okay, Jesse Moore's back.
Yes.
He already answered the question that we asked. Also, turf is TIFF Green 328. Why the fuck do they have to add a number? Grew from the cores of the local golf course greens back in September 2024.
Yeah, I was going to say wouldn't be too many places in Australia you'd be able to get that in sod. So, golf courses where you'd get that from, or a bowling club.
Still need to know how you watered it in. Bearded Sith, hey Pittman, Blake Cook, Bermuda Cooch. So that Blake Cook was asking about the persistent paspalum lingering. He has a Bermuda Cooch.
Oh, well then you can use David Gray's crabgrass and clover killer. That'll knock the paspalum, spot spray it.
Bearded Sith, welcome back, Clint. Thank you. Daniel Pittman, new watch, Clint. No, same watch. I have been thinking about buying more watches. I won some money the other day. Did you see that?
Did you got to cash it in?
No, I'm still carrying the fucking ticket around. So I've been to 3 or 4 pubs, a couple of news agencies. I rang the casino. How's their fucking like? I'm like, hey, I won this money. Can I come and cash it at your fucking establishment? I know you got heaps of other people's money that you've raped from them probably in the last 60 to 90 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah,
can I just come and swap my ticket for that? Saves you going to the bank.
Yeah.
Goes into, no. If you don't win the money here, we can't give it to you. I'm like, how's get fucked sound? Like, surely there's some kind of regulation that they have to pay that.
When Matt said that, I was of the similar belief that, well, if, didn't win it there.
But what does it matter?
I don't know.
I mean, if it's their chip, I get it.
Yeah.
Right? You can't take fucking Star Casinos, well, what's left of Star, and take it to the Adelaide Casino and go, hey, can you cash these chips?
Yeah.
And weirdly, the Keno ticket's a TAB ticket.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the lot. I thought the lot was Keno.
Don't know.
So then we tried that. Me and Johns were having snitties. No, steaks. We don't eat schnitzels. We were eating steaks, and he's like, just try the app. So I fucking, because I've got the app, scanned the thing. No.
Well, can you go to the tab or the Keno's
I'll have to go
office?
to. That's right. But
Yeah.
who's got time for that?
You know, when you said the pub said that they didn't have that amount of money, that is bullshit.
They'd have it in for pokies. They just don't have it for Keno.
But they'd have.
Because no one wins.
But what
Well,
I'm
hang on,
saying
that's the whole
is,
point. Then they should have the money.
knowing what I know.
I think the maximum payout they're allowed to do is $8,000.
But that don't make sense. Because,
I get it.
Because there'd be over $200,000 worth of cash.
Maybe it's in a safe or some shit.
Yeah, but just go to the safe.
Well, that'd be a good way to go rob. Actually, no. They have the safe has like a fucking time delay.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Most-
What?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, it only has a time delay at dispensing $1,000 a time. You just have to wait 5 minutes.
But yeah, I was gonna go buy a watch because I was
Yeah.
like, that was good. It was so funny. We're just sitting there. I was playing Spot 5, just eating, and I looked up. I'm like, won $5,000. And then I just keep eating. And so it's like, you fucking what? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And she's like, check your ticket. I'm like, I want to finish my pizza.
So if you only got 4 numbers, you get nothing, or you
No,
get
I think it's like
$100 or
3
something?
numbers is $1. 4 numbers is, I don't know, 8 or 10. 5's 500, but I was playing $10 a game, so I won 5,000. I was like game 17 or 18, so I was $180 into, and 5 or 5. You pick 5, get all 5, you win 500 times the bet. So there's 80. And they dropped 20.
20 at a time. Yeah.
I was like 5 double vodka lime sodas deep and fucking.
We used to play spot 10 at the village after work on a Friday.
We used to play spot 4 and spot 2 at Fred's Deli during school.
And I remember
Fred doesn't have his Keno license
I think
anymore.
this particular night it was about 6 of us, and we all chipped in for spot 10, and we got the first 5 numbers. Like the first,
Yeah, you're like, we're gonna fucking win.
The first
Yeah.
5 numbers, and I'm like,
Nah.
we got 15, like
Yeah,
15
this is it.
to go, and
This
I'm
is
like,
it.
we're gonna. I think at that point it was like 1.3 million,
Yep.
and I'm like, fucking hell, boys, we're gonna be have sore heads tomorrow.
You will also work out which of you are fucking honourable humans.
Didn't fucking get another number.
I mean, it does go off, so someone wins
Oh,
it.
it does. Well, it went off at the Kingsford and Gawler, 6 years ago.
Stolen ticket.
1.7. Stolen ticket.
Stolen ticket. Kyle Ellis says Instagram was fucked too, so tried over here. You right, Kyle?
Instagram's fucked.
I'm watching it. I've got it live open on my fucking screen.
Plugged into the magic plug, so
Use the kit's amazing work. What's the kits?
I'm assuming like one of our lawn care packs.
Typhoon 290. I just put a Celipron GR down. Will I see the grubs crawling for their lives, or will they just perish deep in the lawn?
Well, if they're on top of the surface, then you will see them perish. Yeah, but if they're in the soil, you won't see them.
They'll become a
part of the organic matter in the soil.
And then in 1,000 million years, they'll be digging them up and they'll be like, oh, fossilized black beetles. They must have had a nice Bermuda cooch here.
Yeah, and then there'll be a guy on Instagram that will smack open the rocks and then he'll show you.
Diamonds. Diamond beetles.
Yeah, diamond beetles.
The fucking future.
That is the
That's
future.
what your great grand non-binary will be proposing to their like robot slave wife with a fucking what are they called? Diamond beetle. And then there'll be an NFT of it and everything. So like, yeah. No, the bull market, man. NFTs are back. I hope I've fucking got so much money.
I remember in my interview you were talking about NFTs and I had fucking no idea what you're talking about. I had to go home and research it.
You know what that is? Going home and researching it. It's like going to the deli in Golden and be like, hey, Macca, do you heard of these NFTs? And they'd be like, oh, we had some city folk down here recently pulled in their fucking fan-dangled BMWs and fucking, yeah, they had NFTs hanging out of their wallets.
It's like Clint lives in Gawler.
Nate Extreme says, is it just me or is YouTube stream struggling? Are you plugged in?
I'm plugged in.
Yeah, your internet's shit. Sort your shit out. Jack Chapo, long-time listener, long-time question asker. A mate has just planted Santa Ana. Kikuyu is emerging in places from previous lawn. What is the best treatment agent? Obviously not NSFW. Is BBL or wet better for the rollouts? Thank you. Big Bash League.
Well, either BBW or wet.
I think wet. I've changed my tune.
Wet is faster acting.
Yeah, I like it.
And in terms of the Kikuyu,
And you get better square meterage for your dollar.
as for the Kikuyu, once the lawn's established, Monument will smoke it. A good one.
My advice, fully charged set of headphones, ones that can get loud, Bose. Fully charged phone, 6-pack, ice bucket, Lawnhub BBW Trojan bucket empty, knife, screwdriver, needle nose pliers,
Tent peg.
depending on what state you're in, 10 to 20 milligrams of gummy, and just fucking spend some time on the ground and just enjoy it. Listen to a podcast, maybe some music that you might have listened to back in the day, and just kind of revibing. You know, Andrew Tate's just dropped a podcast. You could fucking become a man. So yeah, that would be my advice. Or Monument, whatever. You do you. Instagram was fucked too. Okay, Matt Lee, afternoon, gents. Good afternoon, Matt.
Afternoon.
Billy Ray. How can I apply roots and shoots with a hose-on style bottle if I don't have a pressure sprayer yet?
It'd really be hit and miss. We don't recommend that because we don't know how much to put in the bottle and we don't want to over apply.
So the answer, if you want an answer rather than some fucking like shitty corporate governance answer, is just dilute the fuck out of it. So you're better off, you know, what do we got? 60 mil per 100?
60 to 100 mil.
60 to 100. So we do not recommend this, but if you had no... Look, the ultimate thing is just go buy a pressure sprayer. They're not like... The cheapest ones are $10, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure at the moment that you can get some under $10.
Yeah.
I can't...
Speak to the quality?
I can't speak to the quality.
Has he had a big week?
But...
I'm in a different time zone. It's fucking 4:10 in the morning, man. I haven't changed my watch yet. Well, I'll probably be back in America soon.
You said that on Tuesday, I think, or Monday.
Yeah. I got to get someone for that. So... I've got to be careful where I wear it now. Going to fucking Gawler wearing this watch.
No one in Gawler would know how much that was. That would be fine.
It's just got me thinking about how you went from...
my explanation of, not realising airports had fucking showers and shit.
He's talking about how, like, his friend circle just have disowned him now because he's flown business class. And they're just like, well, you wouldn't understand because you fly business class. And he's like, oh, God, it was amazing. I went from, like, not knowing that airports had showers and that you could lie down in a plane to having a shower in an airport and then lying down in a plane. Like, I guess most people from Gawler, the only time they lie down in a plane is when the marshals hold them on the ground.
Yeah, that's right. And you got... I was going to... Yeah. You got a knee to the back of your throat. Like... Yeah.
Stop it. You're going to kill him. Hey, finger bang. Shut up, fingers. Love you too, Chapo. G'day, the Sith. Okay, that's why there's so many questions. Because these crackheads are just going nuts on each other. Stream seems to be running better for me now. Congratulations on 100,000 orders too. Thank you, mate. Fix it, fingers. The main side is fantastic. The smaller side will take another season. Thanks again for getting me on here. Starts with roots and shoots downhill from there. I don't understand what the fuck Fix It Fingers is talking about. I think they're just having a conversation with themselves. Going back to those spray on bottles, I would fill it up with water and then put the 100... look, the reality is, with those spray on bottles, you could calibrate them as you would with water, right?
They should, and this is a big should, but they should have a ratio on the bottle of what they are. If they're a 1:1, 1:2, 1:3, 1:4, etc.
And if you've used it and it took you 40 minutes or 12 minutes or 8 minutes to evenly spread over the area, then you'll know what that is.
Yeah, you can reverse it. It just takes a lot more effort.
Yeah, and if you're from, like, you know, Gawler, you could use ChatGPT or Google and just do the maths that way, right? That's fair? No?
If you want.
Unfair. It's unfair. Aren't you moving to Gawler?
Are you moving to Gawler, Dylan?
No, he's moving to Gawler Heights. Angle Vale.
Why? Value for money our way is brilliant.
Yeah, for investment.
Why not? It's a booming town. It's only going to continue to go out to the Barossa.
It's the gateway to where bodies are buried. There would be bodies in Dublin somewhere.
There'd be bodies fucking everywhere.
Under here?
Under here? They just didn't tell anyone, probably.
Well, you're not. Why would you tell anyone?
If you tell anyone,
what? So you're not moving out there now? That doesn't really suit my plans. No, I need you close to here.
Dylan, I don't. And we can talk about it off air, but I don't agree with not as a good investment because it is booming out there.
Well, it doesn't matter where you buy. What are you looking for? It's your primary residence, so you're looking for capital growth. It's going to move at the same rate unless you buy like, what, St. Peter's. Even then, it's going to move at the same percentage. Like, pretty much. They all move similarly. What are you looking for? So, like, if the capital growth on that property is that it goes up by double in 10 years, and you're looking for what goes up by 125% instead of 100%, is that what you're looking for? You know what a home loan broker is? Is someone that just failed high school and went to TAFE for fucking a week and learned how to fucking like use software on how to get finance.
Approved.
Really? They're basically, there's like accountants, then there's financial planners, shout out Goody, people that basically just tell people what to do with their money based on other people's information. Then there's brokers, then there's that dude at the deli at Gawler.
Yeah. Very similar.
And there's secondhand car salesman in there.
Yeah.
Your broker told you?
Not to go to Gawler.
How old's your broker?
That's real interesting.
Does he live at home with his parents still?
Nah.
He's killing it.
He's on. He's like 50.
Well, he doesn't.
Oh, he would have made some fucking money back in the 90s. Well, he couldn't have. 25 years in the early 2000s.
I think 30.
In 95. Well, man, they were fucking. That was like
That's when
Wolf
interest
of
rates
Wall
were
Street shit.
17%.
That's when anyone who started a brokerage bought $20 million properties on the fucking Sydney Harbour. Aussie Home Loans, Mark Burris, those motherfuckers made money. Now they have to lie to people like you to fucking get their $6,000 commission and their baby trail. Still get trail, but it's not what it was. So where does he suggest you buy? Yep. So just drop
Yeah,
drop a
just drop
$900,000 and just get.
Well, yeah, he sort of argued that. Have a new house. As long as you have.
But the houses in Glenelg are like 30, 40 years older than mine.
So for those that can't hear Dylan because he doesn't have a microphone on, the broker suggested getting a place near Glenelg, which is a coastal suburb of South Australia, which would probably have a median house price of $1 million. Yeah. So he would suggest you get into a high value area at the low end. Yeah. That's what Tyler Freeman did, I reckon. They decided to get closer. I reckon he did. He bought a house like Glenelgish because you could get less for your money, but in a better area based on the metrics of what's a good area.
Mm.
You know that our finance manager, who actually has a university degree in finance, she chose to live in one of those areas.
Mm.
So you're saying that your broker, who probably doesn't have a university degree, then again, who knows about these universities?
I mean, all the information is on the internet.
Well, the only one in the room that's got a university degree is old mate, and he doesn't have a house.
Well,
So what's your allowable borrowing money? You don't have to answer that. Obviously, we're live on a podcast, but what can you spend? Like 7, 8? Yeah, okay. Well, I do love debt. It does lock in reliable employment.
You're so biased. Like, I wasn't you either. You literally be biased. You want me like around.
You know what my answer is? Never, ever, 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 ever borrow money at the extent of what you can. Because shit changes and life gets fucked. My home loan, and I'm in a different situation, but we bought our house for $370 10 years ago. I had some money. Like our home loan was a very small percentage of our income. I could go back to nothing and still afford to pay our mortgage. I think that too many people extend themselves to the edge of what they can afford, and then something changes and then
Interest
they're
rates.
fucked.
Well, when everything was at 1.9%. And their maximum capability of borrowing, and then interest rates are now
That's my
5.5%,
advice.
6%.
But you do you, boo. Because otherwise, those fucking videos that we joke about that you're making in Bali, that becomes real. So
All I can say, Dylan, is the north is booming, and I've made a lot of money on my house. That's all.
it's an unrealized gain. So he hasn't actually made the money yet.
Well,
but,
until I sell it.
but then you've got no house, so you have to go buy another one.
No, but the money that I'd sell my house for because we had such a big deposit.
Yeah, that's right.
and-
But where would you buy the other house? You'd have to
Probably
go
still out there
fucking
still.
further out, though.
No.
They're
No.
all the same price.
Yeah, but now I've
You're
got.
in no better position.
But now I've got
You don't understand what I'm
a
saying?
lot more money than I had to begin with, and
How
then
much would you have had you smaller
In Glenelg.
central location?
I had no interest living there though, so it's hard for me to comment on that because I have no interest.
We do.
You like the lifestyle.
Which
have
is
you got a
fine.
dog? You do have a dog. And you've got a dog that you need other people to see to make you feel good? Like it's a fashion, it's an accessory dog.
It is.
Yeah. So you need to be in Glenelg. People in Gawler aren't going to
Well, my
appreciate that
dog
dog.
will rip your face off if you jump the fence.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Actually, she was good. She was good when you came over.
Yeah, no,
We filmed some videos that day.
Jimmy Mack wants to know if NSFW is safe to use on buffalo. Mudge, let him know that we are not going to talk to him anymore because that's the most commonly asked question and he should already know the answer to it.
He's actually more qualified than everyone in this building to know. But if we had
it
him
is.
on a podcast, we might be able to talk to him about it.
It is. Yeah, Jimmy Matt, come on a podcast.
Yeah, come on. Be good to see you. I reckon a lot of people would be interested to hear what he has to say too.
Yeah, he doesn't like the limelight.
That's fine.
Is it limelight? What's limelight mean? Yeah. Sorry. I'm real fucking...
You are today. You are very.
Yeah. Limelight. It's obviously the colour of the light.
Must be.
Or is it light that comes from from lime? My lime tree's going fucking nuts. Do you need limes? You can always do with some limes. You know who I should ask? Adriana and Isaac. Their diet, they're fucking loving limes. Yes, NSFW is safe to use on buffalo provided the buffalo is established. Please read the instructions.
It's in a healthy, growing state.
And some yellowing may occur. What else we got here? That's all of those questions. So where do we work out? You're going to live in Glenelg?
Probably.
Well, there's plenty of schools out north, Dylan, so looks like she can move.
Shit.
Oh, I think I turned out
His
okay.
education is fine. Is she a teacher? What year levels? Primary or higher? Yeah, I definitely couldn't be a teacher, but if I was a teacher, it would need to be year 3, 4. Yeah, the rest of the age groups are fucked. Because below that, they piss their pants. Above that, in primary school, they start stinking and they start acting like fuckwits. And high school is just puberty shitstorm. Yep. There you go. My general knowledge, hey? All right, Matt Lee, still want one of those hats. Found me one yet. Hey, Matt Lee, fucking good news. You don't even know this. So
just on that. See how when we do things and he says that we don't know, we legitimately don't know.
Oh, yeah, when people are like, hey, you had 25% off.
Yeah.
Surely you planned it and had a corporate fucking meeting and everyone... No.
That was the best comment ever. Yeah, that was the best comment. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. This is one of those examples.
So Dylan's looking for one of those Chinese-built homes. Build your Chinese dream.
Who is that?
With a drone that pops out of the roof and just like pervs on your neighbours. Yeah. Oh, fuck. You'll be there just like, your bins haven't been put in. How do you know that? My drone. So we have somehow discovered that we have a relationship with a company that makes like a lot of gear for like all the baseball teams. So like the Giants. Have you seen my Giants hat? Like they're fucking... This shit actually looks good.
Yeah, that's good. That's what we want.
I said to Celeste, make contact, and then we can start getting merch. Because the honest answer, and I will spend ridiculous amounts of money on merchandise if it's good quality. And every motherfucker goes, I know someone who makes good quality merchandise. And then we go, cool, can we have a look at it? And we look at it and we're like, that should be flat. You know, should be this.
I remember we got one embroidery and all the letters were sewn together.
Yeah.
And that was quality.
So, like, if you grab that Boost mobile hat, like, and I don't know what camera, if you can see how tight that stitching is, and then we had Waterpro added to it. Look how shit that looks, right? Oh, fucking hell. Why don't you get up and fucking do it?
No, you had it. It was good. You just have to move your...
And look how good that looks.
And I know people say they don't care, but you will care if we have
you're
to...
paying $60 for a hat, because we'd have to charge loosely that.
I could have put
Great
it back.
shot. Yeah, cool. State cricket, right? Underarm, bowling. And kids pee on shoelaces and then ask you to tie them. Jack me off, just said that.
That's fucking rank.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's not working in the education department.
Belt a kid for doing that? Surely.
Speaking of peeing on things, this morning I was at Lonsdale and Calvin's sitting there on his fucking stool, just working away. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa! And fucking Peter from Adelaide Plant Recovery's dog's pissing underneath him. I'm like, fuck me, Peter. Like, and then Peter's son's like, oh yeah, the dog's trained to piss on lawn, and I'm like, another supporting argument to why we shouldn't have artificial fucking lawn behind the counter at Lonsdale. So anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. It's been an interesting day. Tai Doan, any pros and cons with mixing products, say NSFW with three-way? Oh, this is fucking...
Nah, that's fine. NSFW and three-way are completely fine to mix together. If you go onto the Lawnhub website and you go to the one of these two products, the Ultimate Spray Pack or the Spray Pack, and you scroll down, there's an information there with the mixing guide of all the products that are safely mixable together and the way that they are to be applied as well. So NSFW and three-way, absolutely fine to do.
A bit of glare from Adam's head, but good apart from that.
Yeah, I moisturised today, so that's why I'm a bit...
With what? Something organic?
Nivea Men or whatever it is.
Nivea from Men?
Smells good. But...
Whatever Dylan uses.
But my burns recovered.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That got really bad for a little bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But my other fingers are okay. They're still flaky.
I've never seen you get burnt at work.
But my burn's good. It wasn't at work.
I
was volunteering.
Yeah. I can't stop it. It's not actually doing
There
what
we
it's
go.
meant to do. All right. Is it just me or is the volume really low? Jace. It could just be you, Jace. No one else has said a thing. But Dylan is driving and he doesn't have his license. So what do we got here? These guys are just talking to each other. A bit of glare off your head. Pros and cons. Still want one of those hats. Cameron Doherty on Facebook. Hey boys, love the podcast. Is it too late to top dress on my lawn? Have a cooch lawn and located in southeast fucking Queensland. Not if you ask Taylor Tex Walker. He threw a bit of sand out yesterday. If you're a follower of his Instagram, you can answer this. If you're in southeast fucking Queensland, your top dress might not be there for very long.
I was going to say, I'd almost just hold off and wait for the weather event to pass.
I love Cameron's just so deep into the lawn scene that he hasn't actually seen any news.
Fuck, that tree's gone.
He, hasn't watched all these fucking idiot fucking reporters standing on the beach, wearing shorts and jackets, just like we're advising people not to stand on the beach like fucking idiots.
But we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
For the gram.
Oh, mate, I hate it, but they would be fucking loving it. Like, we've had, since Spicy Cough, they've had nothing to talk about. And now
Nothing
that it's
of
like,
interest.
this is good. Someone who maybe believed in, manipulation might believe that this kind of event might be designed to distract people leading into a federal election. Not me, because I just believe what I'm told. But,
there'll be a secret.
no one's talking about that.
There'll be a secret bill.
Well, I don't know. There could be that, but there could also be, a little bit of relief. Albanese comes in. Is Queensland a swing state? And then boom, boom, boom. But I don't believe that. Nate Extreme, dumb me realised hours later she may have been flirting with me. I don't know what he said. I'm hoping this wasn't related to the kid pissing on their shoelaces. YouTube is buffering. That's what Serena just said. Refresh your browser. Yep. Or turn it off and make some ads. All right. Dumb me realised all depends on the box, Nate. What the fuck are these guys? Can you guys have this conversation somewhere else? I don't know what they're talking about. I think we've covered that off. All right, we've got some stuff here. I'm going to come this side, actually. What would you say is the best cutting height for Kikuyu?
Depends what you're trying to achieve.
Glyphosate.
20 mil. 20 mil is a nice height. You can go lower, of course, but 20 to 25 mil is usually notch 2 or 3 on a standard rotary mower. That way it gives you the option to crank it down and do a height of cut reset.
Is my hat not straight?
I just don't think these hats...
I sometimes wear it like this, and I feel like I'm trying to start a trend, but I'm an idiot. Do you get that?
I
No,
think-
but it's not an on purpose. It's like because I put it on and then...
I think these
Whoa,
hats
put your hat back on.
that we use for the pod are just deformed.
Okay.
Might be the heads that are going on too.
We've got a question. Oh, fuck. I've sprigged my Verge. Coverage is about 70 to 80%. Can I use Spartan and NSFW on it? Jamie Martin, 0122.
Honestly, no.
You could use roots and shoots.
Roots. Look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you can't do it because you can do whatever the fuck you want. But
Starting to sound like a Texan.
But
the Republic of
if
Texas.
you put Spartan down, that's going to inhibit new root growth on the creeping areas, and if you put NSFW down, it's going to do potentially the same thing and potentially harm such a young lawn that's trying to recover. So, yeah, roots and shoots.
Bearded Sith called you Spray Face Jonesy.
Spray Face Jonesy.
What can I apply prior to Cyclone?
Well,
Sandbags.
If the wind's already up, just go sit inside.
Or you could do what they did on Point Break and ride the wave, like the biggest wave. Do you know Point Break?
That's when they take the jet skis out off the thingy and they
used to robbing banks and shit.
Oh, no, we're not talking about surfing.
Yeah, it's surfing.
Yeah.
It's a movie. I can't tell you because I'll ruin it. Point Break, for people born in my era, needs to sit in that kind of the tier below Under Siege, Top Gun. There's Point Break. I don't know if that's unfair. There might be people that disagree and they put it up there with them. Take all your fucking franchises out. Just those one-off,
Oh, yeah.
you know, Top Gun. Karate Kid, maybe?
Yeah. That wasn't really a friend. Oh,
Point Break. It became one,
Yeah,
but
it
it wasn't
became
Star
one,
Wars, fucking Star Trek, fucking, yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Let us know. Does Point Break sit up there with Under Siege, Top Gun? I think Days of Thunder sits with Point Break as a tier 2 cult classic of that era. Fuck, Nicole Kidman was hot back then.
Have you got enough questions that you can answer? Because I've got to piss.
Yeah, I can talk about stuff. How do you need to piss? Can't you do that in your own time? Don't you have a lunch break?
I can go now if you want, right here. I don't mind.
Try and get it in that bottle. That reminds me of one of our guests that went to Slipknot the other night, tried to refill a bottle at the entertainment centre from their mouth, not from somewhere else. Tropical Thunder all the way. That's what you got to go. Watch, go. If you're in Queensland and you're dealing with that, go watch Tropic Thunder. Just go inside and watch Tropic Thunder.
Good second class.
It'll make you feel like you are a fair and just human. Eastside Mowing says QR code on the side of the hat, so when you're being asked where to get the best products from, they can scan the QR code. I think our logo is getting enough Googling. No, like it is in if someone's walking and they're like, buy it here, fucker, and they scan your hat. Do you reckon there is hidden QR code technology far away where a phone can read it but people can't see it? Like a blue light. You know how like you can write like, and then you hold a blue light over it and it makes like, imagine having a QR code so you could have it on shirts and stuff, but you can't see it, but then someone could like scan it. I don't know. This is just the kind of shit my brain does. Yep. Leith said, when are the beanies back in stock? In addition to what I was saying before, unless we can find someone that can make them well, we won't do it. I reckon we might even have some. Jonesy will be able to tell you. We buy beanies and hats and golf balls and air fresheners and all this random stuff. We put it on our website and no one buys it. And everyone says they will, and Skazer will be able to fucking attest to this. Hey guys, we're going to make some stuff. We need 100 or 50 to go ahead. Everyone's like, yeah, I'll fucking buy one. And then they go, all right, cool. Fill out this form or pay for it and we'll order them. And then everyone's like, have we got crickets? Have we got crickets? Was that you?
Why are you gay?
Did you guess crickets? Yeah, you don't have pictures on there, do you?
No, it's got logo.
Okay. All right. That's... All right, so Jones is coming back. Stop talking about him. Bearded Sith, I don't like people scanning my hat. Yeah, I get that, bro. I'm the same. Yeah. The brand is strong enough on the front. All right, Sith, fuck, you've made your point. There's no other questions.
Well.
Whoa. Whoa. Remember this one?
If you know,
Sensible
you know.
Sensible question. Craig Alexander 19. Sounds like a V8 supercar driver. What do you do, Craig Alexander? Do you drive V8s? If Jimmy Mack takes a carton from my office, we'll do a podcast. We'll tell him to come here now. So next week, Jimmy Mack on the podcast. Mudge, is that what we're doing? When's the fucking walk and talk? Is that on a Friday?
It is on a Friday.
We'll just come straight here from that. Am I in the country?
I don't know.
No, I'm not in the state.
State.
All right, East Melbourne moved into a new house. Congratulations. See, that's where you should live, Dylan. East
Obviously
Melbourne.
didn't listen to Dylan's broker.
Yeah, should have bought a house in fucking, I don't know, Carlton. A piece, like just a fucking half-bedroom house in Carlton for 4.2 million. Have you seen that guy? He's like on the internet where he's like, why 10x that shit when you can 100x? Why not have a billion x? You've seen, like, he grabs all of the fucking the motivational speakers and just fucking copies them. Have you seen him? He's got curly hair and he's just like Grant Cardone will be doing a video and he's like, yeah, 10x. Why fucking stop there? Why don't you billion x buy? And then he'll be like, there'll be a guy selling like a housing thing. He's like, if you haven't bought 10 houses before you're 30, then you're a failure. He's like, why 10? Why not fucking 40? Why not before you're 12? Why not before you're born? Like, you haven't seen it? I mean, you'll see it now. Anyway. Sorry, Craig Alexander, 19. East Melbourne, moved into a new house. Very, very hard soil with no idea of grass type. Looks like a buffalo variety. Lots of major cracks. Just put down some granular wet. Should I aerate and then put... You have a second half? Let me guess what he was going to say. Put some topsoil out?
I mean, if we got major cracks, I think, and the soil's very hard.
It's Dan Andrews' fault.
It's Dan Andrews' fault, yeah. Best case scenario is you bring an excavator in and take it all out and start again.
Yeah. Drop it 150, 200. Get yourself a professionally designed irrigation system from waterpro.com.au.
And otherwise, it may be a bit of a battle trying to get that lawn back to some form.
It's too hard to rectify soil issues that are that bad. It just takes too long.
Yeah.
With cracks that deep. It depends. Okay, so let's go back. What's the goal, right? Craig Alexander. Is the goal to have a fucking putting green, or is the goal to have a nice lawn that's okay that your kids aren't going to get prickles in their feet and shit? If you have kids, you might be too busy. Because if you want an elite lawn, the ideal situation would probably be to remove the soil, like Jonesy said, bring in some fresh soil. It doesn't have to be much.
No.
Like, really, you could probably take out 100 and bring back 70, put your thatch tuff down or your kaiku or whatever the fuck you want to put down. We're not allowed to say that, are we? Dude, the amount of letters I've got since I've seen you last, oh my God. We've never had any from them. But yeah, and then...
not a letter, but a very stern talking to at one of the barbecues.
What was the last letter I got? Yeah, I have to sign a thingo. I'm not meant to talk about it. Lots of major cracks. Yeah, so you could probably bring it back just by watering. A lot of those, like the place that I had at Gillis Plains that was really fucked. We had the same situation. We moved in. It was pretty much a kind of a Santarana-y Kikuyu mix with cracks, and it was fucking hard. And I think we did dig it out. I was going to say, I think we watered it back to health because you put enough water in it.
You put enough water in it. If you fill the cracks with sand, that'll help water just... Like, there are ways around it, but it depends how long you want to take, that's all.
Sand or top. Yeah, so he just wants a nice lawn for kids. All right, so, wet, water. So BBW, water, Prem or Trojan, Melbourne, Prem. Mow regularly, get it aerated now. You could still get it aerated.
Aerate it now. Get some sand into it.
I have a feeling, and again... no kind of godlike Nostradamus dude, that we're going to have a late autumn and an early spring, and we're going to have a short winter. I base that on the history and the cycles of drought that we have experienced, and I think that this is partially Matt's theory. We talked about it this morning, Ask Ervo. So I think you could probably, don't put topsoil down. You have enough soil, just go sand.
Sand.
Yeah, just sand.
Just to help with the
a nice coarse sand.
In the soil, sorry.
I hope that answers all the questions. And Craig Alexander, are you a V8 supercar driver?
Yeah.
He's wearing a nice suit in his photo, but the photo is this big, so I can't tell, like, if he has that V8 supercar driver look. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, they usually have an umbrella.
Yeah.
Or like a helmet.
And a face.
Yeah. Well, some of their faces are hidden. All right. Mudge said, yes, Tuesday.
Is the walk around Tuesday, is it?
I don't know. Mudge, if you're with him, tell him to take the carton and then do the walk and talk and then come here and pre-record a podcast with Fuckface, and then you can play it Friday, and then you can go play golf Friday afternoon.
Or I could do some work.
Or you could do some work.
Yeah.
turn over a new leaf. Did you wash your hands?
I did. Of course
Okay.
I did.
He did. Rexy on YouTube. YouTube's definitely our strongest platform for the live, isn't it? Why do you have Thomas number plate? I used to own a landscape supplies business called Railways, and I named all my trucks. And one of the trucks was called Thomas, as in Thomas the Tank Engine. Do 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 do. You know, come on, motherfucker, come on. Have you seen that? Look it up. And so that was the number plate. The company, I still own. The business, I do not. So the Railways Landscape Supplies Proprietary Limited actually should be called something else at the moment. I haven't changed it, and I'm in breach of contract, but don't tell anyone. And so that plate belongs to that company. I think we had prepaid for the year, so I could stick that on my Chev and drive around with that number plate if I wanted to. And so it's there for nostalgia.
Yeah, so to the person who said we couldn't have those number plates, we still own that number plate.
And that one?
Yeah, well, that one's still in circulation, just different colour.
So that's why we have that. Real fans would know that, Sith. Josie said real fans would know that. Yeah, so obviously you're not. Also, Jose, I think it's unfair to assume that these people are fans. I think some of them actually just watch to see us fail. Mudge said done, as in you've told him or it's happening. Jack Chapo, NSFW is awesome. Buffalo is a bit slower bouncing back outside of the perfect growing times. Thomas Nisbet Smith has joined us. Howdy, folks.
Howdy.
Here we go. That tall guy with an afro. Interesting.
Nice.
That's an. Imagine we all did our Instagram names like that. Like, you'd be Kendall.
White bald man.
Yeah.
My name.
Carl Pilkington Temu.
I
Anyway,
think he's got more hair than me though.
don't know if it's just me, but put the sound up a bit, please, unless I'm deaf as fuck. Yanni86. So that tall guy with an afro says, lawn has some lawn grub damage. I've put pesticide, followed up with Trojan, wet roots and shoots. How long before I should see results? Buffalo grass, Sydney.
Depends on the extent of the damage, but within 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the damage and how bad it was. But yeah, 2 to 4 weeks. And then if you still get some nice weather, especially if you get some humidity there, 6 to 8 weeks would be fully.
I'm comfortable with the audio. Yep, turn it up. Sorry, Yanni. We did a one-person survey, me, and
Well, it's 3. There's 3 of us here.
Bearded Sith, the Lawnhub number plate is available to purchase in Queensland. Do it. And then I will have my lawyers send you a letter. Fuck. Can we get someone onto that straight away? I didn't think about that.
Other states.
All the states.
Or I can just drive mine around and just still be.
No, I don't want anyone else to have it.
Oh, just
I wonder how that'd stand up. We own the trademark for the word. You can't have the number plate.
that'd be
An interesting court case.
that'd be a very interesting court case. One that I think would define a lot of future court cases. If I'm being
precedent.
honest.
The word
Yeah.
precedent comes to mind.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Law and Order SVU at the moment.
Dum, dum.
and that's one of those cases that would then define.
Law and Order SVU is one of those. It's like it's adult Disney, right? Like it all goes bad, and at like 70% you want to cry, and then at the end they win.
Sometimes
That's a Disney movie, ultimately.
yeah, it's pretty like it. Like obviously it's a fictional show, but like that shit happens.
When was the last time you cried?
Me, probably when my pop died, I think, which was 2021.
It's a lot of pain to be holding in.
I'm not a crier.
Yeah.
I think this is the last time I cried.
What about you, Dylan? I think I'm broken. No buttons for you, Clint.
Did you want us to ask you that question?
No.
Yeah,
No.
I didn't think so.
I just curious what makes people cry. Mine's usually at that 70% stage of a Disney film when they get lost or they die or the puppy gets eaten by a fucking shark and shit. And then it's all good.
I don't think that was the last time I cried. I'm not a crier.
I started watching a new series on the planes
Mm-hmm.
called Succession.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy. Have you seen it? What season are you up to? Yeah, I'm probably halfway through season 2. Yeah,
Was that on Paramount? Is it?
yeah. Well, it's on Qantas
Man, yeah.
because well, I've got a new system. So I go to the lounge, Power Skull, vodka, rum, or white wine, or a combination of the three. Eat their dinner, then get on the plane, and then drink more, and then eat their dinner, and then watch 3 to 4 episodes of a series, and then pass out. And then skull water all the way through the flight. Wake up, take a courtesy dump on the plane, so I'm not upsetting customs, and kind of brush my teeth, and get off passport control. Welcome to America.
Just to clarify, meal plural. In
Multiple
the lounge.
meals. Well, it was my first time in the first class lounge. Fucking hell, I did it again too. So I got into the first class lounge again because of the person I was with had priority. I'm now, what's that one called?
Platinum.
Yeah, he had Platinum 1. He's just special, looks
You'll
down,
get there.
looks
It's
down on
okay.
everyone. So I had like the steak, the tuna, salt and pepper squid. I didn't have the pork this time. Sweet and sour pork and rice was a bit. Oh, cheese platter,
Sweet and sour pork can
bottle
go,
of white wine,
can
bottle
go
of champagne.
one or two ways, especially before a plane flight.
Perfect. Cheese platter before the flight, empty out. I had a shower. It was great.
Nick
all right.
from RMA is asking,
No, I will not have sex with you.
what was that joint in the Barossa that we got those egg rolls from for the Black Friday launch?
Egg rolls.
Yeah, you know how that company brought in all the catering for Black Friday?
Vintage Chef Co.
Was Vintage Chef Co.
Yeah. Tell them Clint sent you. And they'll be like, who the fuck is Clint? She's killing it. Well, they're killing it. They're growing like non-stop. Their move to that place in
the Starplex.
That's fucking, yeah. And I've had food there. I had their chicken Caesar wrap because the kids play tournaments there from time to time. It's the best food you can get at a basketball stadium from what I can tell in South Australia. And that would include the available off-the-shelf items in the entertainment centre. Use that as an ad. All right. Skays, g'day guys, and Clint. Fuck off. Oh God, you can answer this. Any chance of getting wet in 5-litre packs?
Oh, you want me to answer that?
I said you can answer that.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
are. It's not off the table. It's just
We keep promising. It was meant to be September
it
last
was
year.
supposed to be, but then things changed.
But Jonesy also was meant to write a book.
Yeah. Look, it is coming. There's just a few more things in front of that at the moment that we need to get done. Once they're done, it will change Lawnhub forever, and then we'll be able to do things like that.
A good answer. Not many would say this, but I've missed your face, Captain Clint. Thank you, Skays. Fuck all of you, the other guys. Hey, boys. This is from the Melbourne Mouth. Interesting. And there's a photo of him eating what looks to be a fucking shazlik this big.
Fuck yeah.
I
I
don't
haven't
know.
had shazliks in ages.
You know what we should do? Get those Afghan kebabs
from
and
down the
fucking
road.
rice. Oh, my
That-
God. We do that for meetings. We just haven't had any meetings.
Yeah, because I
We got
remember...
a sales meeting on Tuesday. We could just get kebabs.
I'm
You want to film
approved.
it? Well, if you live nearby, we'd welcome you.
Yeah.
But well, how about you go have fucking a Euros from Glenelg? You'd go to those fucking gelati bars and you'd be wearing those fucking like striped white and blue
And all
shirts.
those badges.
Yeah, and like the kind of glasses that you can't really, they're not functional, but they look amazing. And you just have your little fucking like fashion dog there and your gorgeous fucking girlfriend. Fiance? Lock that shit down. And then you just be standing there just like, do you have more rainbow ice cream? Like more like rainbow. Do you know what flavour rainbow is?
Caramel.
Yeah, no one knows that. You know that? Yeah. It's a skewer of donuts. Sorry, I should actually ask you a question, shouldn't I, dude? The Melbourne Mouth. I'm interested to know more about you than answer your question. What do? Do you just eat a fuckload of stuff and film it? It's legit a skewer of donuts. That's a very small photo.
Oh, it's not a shazlik.
It looks like a shazlik when it's fucking
Oh,
8
yeah.
mil.
Looks like also a big chip. Big chip,
Yeah.
curly chip, whatever they're called.
The
Chip on a
Melbourne
stick.
Mouth. I don't want to close out and look at your profile because I'll lose all the questions. Melbourne
Yep.
foodie. Natty lifter. Everyone says that.
What's a natty lifter?
Show me your bloods. Natural. No, it doesn't take drugs. I'm being stupid. I'm kidding. Like, just eats a fuckload of food. Yeah. Oh, look at that burger.
On the top right.
You know what, man? Burgers in America take fucking giant shits on burgers in Australia. And I'm happy to be challenged on that.
Shake Shack was good, very good.
We found better burgers.
I did like Chili's. That burger I had
Too
from
much bread.
Chili's. Oh, for me, that was what I
Scorer.
wanted.
I get it.
It
right?
was nice.
You grow up. That's all you could afford. I get it.
Does the meat taste different?
It's got to be something they're putting in there that you're not legally allowed to use here.
Yeah. Or
Like
frowned upon.
a filler. Ask Robert F. Kennedy Jr. There'd be something. You won't be able to get it for long. There'll be an executive order that says nope. It's got to be something.
No buttons for you, Clint.
I get no joy from anything. So, sorry, Melbourne Mouth. I thought we were going to keep engaging, but you haven't answered. So I'm going to ask you a question now. Hey boys, I have a dog that eats grass in the backyard. What would you say is a safer way to fertilize, granular or spray on?
In my opinion, granular, because once there's no residual on the leaf, it's all washed in.
Yeah. So when you fertilizer using a granular method, the nutrients go into the soil and then the plant uptakes those nutrients via the root. So it's not dissimilar to asking if what's a better meat to eat, a meat from a cow that's eaten grass like that versus a cow that's had actual liquid fertilizer sprayed on the meat after it. Like, it's kind of like that. That's a really shitty way to explain it, but granular. Keeping in mind, once the weather drops below 16 degrees Celsius, your granular is not going to be as beneficial, at which point you probably want to look at using a foliar like a roots and shoots if you're really concerned about the dog. Let it dry on the leaf, water it in 24 hours later. Try and keep your dog from eating the grass for a period. You could be a douchebag like me and send your dog to a fucking $100 a day dickhead cafe and they just fucking...
Where you do lawn shit.
Yeah, look after your dog. The dog also digs occasionally, so wouldn't granular still be in the soil? Maybe. I mean, it depends how much it's eating, and how much that would impact them. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, the ultimate answer is get your dog to stop digging, and I know that's not easy, especially if the dog's older and you know, what do they say? Hard to get people from Gawler to work. No, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So yeah. Mr. Mumble says the secret in the US is Adam's favourite sauce made by the Seaman. That's Matt's favourite sauce. What the fuck was that meat analogy?
Made sense.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, that's tough. Honestly, if you're really concerned, I think our Roots and Shoots product is the least likely to cause harm to an animal. And if I was trying to be as organic as possible, and organic in itself is fucking stupid.
Is a myth.
But I would probably just do Roots and Shoots and maybe a Roots and Shoots wet wash-in. Then you should be... Anyway, yeah. Unfortunately, there's no magic cure for that. It's like you just not... You can't use anything. If the dog's literally going to eat mouthfuls of dirt.
Yeah.
And for us to answer that without actually knowing the amount of dirt the dogs are eating and what the actual content of the dirt is and having a veterinary science degree.
It'd be very difficult.
Yeah. And Jonesy doesn't even have a fucking turf qualification. So for us to start talking about veterinary science, I couldn't even spell it.
Took my dog to the vet yesterday, actually.
Yep.
More money down the drain.
Well, you didn't have to be. You could have just paid them once off and they killed the dog.
That's true. Or, yeah.
What's that these days? $300? You do it in Lewiston, it's like $150 cash.
No idea. But Lewiston sounds about right.
Yeah. Yep. Take it to one of those
Dog
puppy
breeders,
farms.
Yeah.
Oh, it's basically a circular economy because they kill the dog and then they feed it to the other puppies. Or saves them buying chicken. You saved a chicken's life and the dog's old.
Yeah, I get it.
Bubba Gump's semen sauce.
Bubba
Fucking
Gump.
hell, Sith. Have you started drinking?
Bubba Gump was nice.
The restaurant.
The atmosphere was really nice.
It's your demographic.
It's just not.
You know, if they opened a Bubba Gump's in Gawler, it would too expensive.
Be shit. It'd be fucking shit.
Because the staff are fuckheads.
They just wouldn't be able to do it properly. Yeah. But
why are you laughing?
Oh, no, I was just like,
But we, like, yeah, that's my demographic.
Mission complete.
But then also the restaurant anime was very nice. Like that was also
The Michelin plate
yeah,
restaurant.
that was fucking
I don't
brilliant.
think they'll have one of them in
No. But what you're saying? I like bubblegum.
You know what's funny? I've just fucking completely ragged on Gawler and in the same podcast said how amazing Vintage Chef Co is, who are in Gawler. Aren't they in Evanston? Is Starplex in Evanston?
Starplex is Gawler
Heights.
No, there's no Gawler Heights. It would be Evanston.
There should be.
Also told me to go buy a house up there as well.
No, you were going to live in Gawler Valley. Yeah, which is Anglevale.
Gawler East. Gawler East is
Gawler East, Gawler Heights, right?
Is kind of.
My dad used to live on Cheek Avenue. That's Gawler East.
Yeah, Gawler East, and then
Lots of brown snakes out there,
you got
guys.
Snob Hill in Gawler too that overlooks Gawler.
The Melbourne Mouth said, I've legit lost all audio while you answered my question. All right, I'll give you a really quick answer. Ideally, use a foliar application, roots and shoots, apply to the leaf, water in. If you're really, really concerned, that's probably the lowest toxicity of anything. But the reality is, without us truly understanding the amount of soil the dog's consuming, as well as what the actual inputs are in that specific piece of soil, and having a veterinary science degree, then it's really hard for us to comment. If you're concerned, don't use anything. If you want to be least concerned, use roots and shoots. And if you are not concerned that they're going to eat the soil, then use a granular and water it in. But once the temperatures get low, granular's not going to work
As efficiently.
as efficiently.
Approved.
All right. Bearded Sith, did you water it in, Jake? Bearded Sith, wet is meant to be watered in. Mr. Mumbles, Clint off ski, did you see Adam spraying himself in the face? What a rookie. Yeah, that looked fucking really accidental. It was crazy. NSFW is not meant to be watered in. That is correct. Mr. Mumbles, is Dylan there, or there? Dylan, they, them is there. Are you here? He's here, he's queer, and he's about to disappear. What time do you finish? What do you see when you finish? I hope that answered the question. I wonder. Okay, where's he?
Let's say China.
Where is he? Have you've seriously fucked this up, dude?
Bruh.
This has definitely been a high soundboard day, right?
He needs some milk.
Does somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit? What do you mean? Well, it was fucking one of yous. Disgusting.
There's memes.
Oh shit!
There's memes that
Melbourne Mouth said, "Thank you, Fred Durst." I am a fucking massive fan as well. Sorry.
there's memes throughout life that would just go on forever, and that's one of them.
Hang on, here we go. No.
Okay. That's a good one too. Hi.
This is, are we allowed to use these? Are we going to get strikes? I found my crickets. Oh, that's because we've got no TikTok. Oh, fuck. Mr. Mumbles, fuck, that was amazing. Clinty, clickety, clackety. Fuck, he's drunk.
Mm-hmm.
They're all drunk.
Yep.
Obviously, they've started on the gummies. You know, you're not legally allowed to take gummies in Texas? And yet, they're somewhat available.
I don't know.
So I've heard.
And, you know, anyway.
We tried to get him to take gummies in California, and he was like, no.
No, I've got no problem with people doing it. It's just not my thing. That's fine.
Yeah, and like basically got kicked out of Gawler. He got back and they're just like, you're a fucking loser. How good is that fucking soundboard? It is good. It's good to be back.
Emotional damage.
Fucking hell.
There's nothing else. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Sensible question. Matt Lee, been stacking my lawn in preparation for the colder months, gents. If we have an extended autumn, should I run an extra dose of something mid-April? If so, what? I'm going to go try and find some alcohol.
Well, if you work around your 2 applications of Prem and work back, and you know you've got space and time in between applications, 100% can work on liquid fertilizer applications, so 3-way or money shot, and roots and shoots. Those can be applied between your 2 Prem applications just as a top up, you know, to help boost the plant, get it in a much healthier condition going into the cooler months, stack the plant, and yeah, Just really get it looking nice and lush green for that winter time. Because as Clint says, he's of the belief that we'll have a short winter, which is probably not unlikely, given especially what's going on here in South Australia with the lack of rainfall. But obviously the other end of the spectrum up the top in Queensland is completely different. But you can definitely get in. Oh, footsies.
Here we are a bit close together.
In between Prem applications, 100% you can look at liquid fertilizers.
Adam Mudge, wow, ha, ha, ha. I don't know what he was wowing. Here's a good question from Charlotte Ward Squires. That sounds like a wealthy name. How soon do you water after applying wet?
Straight away. So as soon as you finish, as soon as the sprayer is finished spraying, whack the sprinklers on.
I'm curious, Charlotte, is it a wealthy name? I did like Charlotte for a girl's name. Charlie, Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, why not just call them Charlie, right? What are you going to call your kids, Dylan? Okay. Yeah. So she thinks your brother's a girl? I don't think you're going to be using that one. Yeah, I was going to say. Also, pro tip, don't answer those questions.
Oh, okay.
All right, because that was really silly. Okay. Oh, fuck. All right, questions.
Oh, questions?
Did you hear here is spelled HEAR, dickhead. Sorry. Did you hear there is a new medication for people who love a good BYD? It's called Try Cox Again.
Come on, guys.
Oh, high school PTSD. I couldn't find the right button.
That's funny.
Bearded Sith, can I put premature down prior to a cyclone? These are questions I was not expecting.
Yeah. I definitely wouldn't.
I would say to do a community service, you take the lid off the bucket and just leave it outside. They'll get appropriate distribution and rainfall.
Would fucking end up in New Zealand somewhere.
Beach Des, bro. Have you seen that cartoon? Yes, I just spat at Dylan. That's right. Now you've got my DNA.
I'm pretty sure
You can go make some superhumans.
We talked about it on the podcast, didn't we, Dylan? The Beach Diz and Trent from Punchy are the same people. Yeah, do you not know that?
The whale cartoon.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
And Trent from Punchy, same people.
Oh my God.
Same guy.
What a fucking superhuman.
Yeah, it like came out and there was a video on YouTube 4 weeks ago, and it just blew up because everyone was like, "Get fucked."
Yeah, like some kind of genius.
Yeah. So
VJ's here. G'day, legends.
hello.
Dylan's kids will be named Wang Wong, COVID, and Shanghai.
Jesus, if that don't get us shut down, I don't know what will.
So Wang Wong Ward. From Glenelg North. And they'll go to what's that school near the Morpheville Racecourse? It begins with an I or an L.
Ignatius?
Yeah, Emmanuel. Wang Wong Ward goes to Emmanuel. And COVID ward sounds fucking like somewhere you go when you're sick. This is my child COVID ward. And then Shanghai ward. Oh God, it feels like that's something that Jackie Chan would get cast in. Shanghai ward, starring Jackie Chan and The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Oh fuck! Thanks, Sith. That was really good.
That was good.
We haven't had a good Prime Minister since John Howard. All right, we got another sensible question. The Melbourne Mouth says, do you guys have any experience with cheap cylinder mowers like the battery Ozito Ryobi? I'd love to get a really decent one. You know that's an oxymoron, right? But I have a small... okay, that's fair. I have a small lawn, which would be a massive overkill. 14-inch Scotty. How small are we talking?
I had a Ryobi one. It was pretty good.
A Ryobi cylinder mower?
Yeah.
It's a thing?
It was. It's not anymore. It's discontinued. But the Ozito, there's a massive following for the Ozito one on Facebook. Look, for what they do, they're nice. Like, I didn't have any. I'll see if I can find a
Why hasn't anyone made... Yeah, there's a market there.
I just think the cylinder mower market is so small compared to just your standard like Victor style.
Yeah, but I'm
push
thinking
mower.
like in my head right now, I'm thinking disposable cylinders, right? What a fucking market. So you got a cylinder mower that you make it heavy by putting water in it, right? So it's got a water roller on the back. It's got a blade and they're plastic thing, and they're disposable. You just 3D print the fuckers, and then you basically stick a DeWalt drill on the thing, and that turns the. So you can make this for fucking nothing, and then you just for small lawns get the weight, so you get the stripes, you get the cut, and then when the blades start to blunten off, you just throw them out. This is great for the environment. Shout out to the greenies, and then just put a new one in, and then like old mate Greenshed. I'm not going to finish that sentence, could just sell cylinders, disposable cylinders. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm in line with that not being very environmentally friendly, but there would be a market for it.
Well, what if you made it with recycled plastic?
Anyway, there it is. Ryobi cylinder mower.
I remember that. So they stopped doing them.
Yeah.
You know who I reckon will do one? Greenworks, if they haven't already.
Yeah, kind of.
I connected with the owner on LinkedIn.
To strap up. Like, you're not going to be able to see that.
Looks about the same as the fucking front lawn here, to be honest.
Yeah.
So the Melbourne Mouth, I'm not sure if that answers your question. How small is a small lawn?
I remember filming this video. So that was when it was our first delivery in 13 days from the warehouse. When they opened it, they fucked it all up.
When they moved from Metcash?
Yeah. I'm not going to play music, but yeah. I
Matt
played
Lee.
The Hallelujah. Fucking go to bed, Adam.
I've cried to that song. Hallelujah. Not the last time. I micro cry. I start to cry and then I'm like, no, that's not appropriate. Like I'll get emotional. Usually it's watching like something like Succession where a father-son situation happens and the son's kind of like hurt. And that makes sense from Succession, right? And I get like, don't like that. Clint, you're due to give away a cylinder mower again, yeah? That's from Matt Lee. I agree. I will keep giving stuff away. It's just been too complicated because I got into a competition with myself to give away more stuff, and then the fucking lotteries commissions have to get involved, and that's ridiculous. I got a lawyer typing up terms and conditions. So then I decided to shorten the time frame between giveaways, and I forgot to tell Dylan. So March I was going to give away like a Makita like rotary scissor pack every week for the month kind of thing. What are they, like $2,000? So that I can give away $8,000 worth of shit in the month, but I don't have to, like for context, what are we spending at the moment? $6,000 or $7,000 a day on advertising. So I was like, well, fuck it. We'll just drop that back $500 a day. You could invest then $3,000 or $2,500 a week into something. We get good return on investment when we're giving cool stuff away, right? Let's do that. But I just haven't told anyone. So thank you for the prompt, Matt Lee. Are you related to Ben Lee from the Cigarettes Will Kill You song? Do you find it interesting that the Lee name can be both Anglo and Asian? There's no other crossover like that.
My middle name.
Lee. Your mum's name? First name or last name? Former Australian fast bowler's first name? Last name?
And two of them.
Last
Shane
name, first
and
name?
Brett.
Lee Shane? Shane Lee.
Shane Lee.
Merch bucket, for fuck's sake. Mumbles. We're not doing it, dude.
No.
It's going to be with the book. Oh, my Instagram's frozen.
But yeah.
Is that your fault, Dylan?
Yeah.
Melbourne Mouth says 40 square metres is a small lawn. Yeah, that is a small lawn.
Yeah, that's bigger than my lawn. But an Ozito cylinder mower for 40 cylinders, 40 squares would be good. If you're looking down that route, absolutely.
Anthony F43. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking like, was that related to F45? But he was just early.
Yeah.
Are ants a problem for lawn?
Not really. Not unless
Not if they march 2 by 2. Hurrah.
Hurrah. Hurrah. Not really.
What the fuck are you doing?
I have a question, Dylan, actually. I'll get back to the answer. I have a question. These plugged in just don't, like, does that mean that they're not charging?
Yeah, so we only have one charge. So
you know what Clint says?
Yeah.
1 is none and 2 is 1.
I say it the other way around.
But
I stole that from the Navy SEALs, which I'm very clearly not one of.
So you say 2 is
2
1.
is 1, 1 is none.
Okay, sorry. But I feel like in this
and 3's a party.
and 3 is a pup. But I feel like in this situation, we need probably 5.
So did we answer the question? Answer a problem? No.
No, Dylan answered my question. Then I said I was going to get back to
Okay.
it. But no, ants
Do you
aren't
want
a
me to ask
problem
again?
unless they're causing massive ant mounds and they're becoming a pain, or they're doing something below the soil. But typically no. But there's a few different ways of getting rid of them. You can just knock the tops off of their mounds every morning if you want to do that. If you don't want
If you want to be a murderer,
because then they'll get the hint that
they'll just fuck off.
Yeah, they'll just fuck off. However, if you got rain coming, the ants seem to know when it's going to rain.
They don't seem to know. They actually know.
So there'll be a lot of ant activity before the rain. Otherwise, you can spray them out with 5-star or dust them out with fipronil.
What's wrong with you? You just want to kill everything?
No, I gave 4 different answers there, 4 different options.
Bearded Sith just bought a bushranger.
Yeah.
Was his name Ned?
We
How fucking cool was Ned Kelly, right? We don't worship criminals enough anymore.
Yeah, but he wasn't really a criminal. He was very good for what he had to do.
Okay. So Bearded Sith said he just bought a bushranger, which I own one.
I would like to know how many bushrangers we've sold.
Well, they're never going to thank us.
No, they're not. But the amount of people that ask us about bushrangers via email, via the podium, here, Adrian from Sports.
You know what would be funny? We could just sell them.
Could.
Fuck that. Hey, the Matt Lee said he's not related to Ben Lee. He's actually related to Bruce Lee.
Oh, yes.
Yep. So, yeah. Mumble said, can you please make it so that the stickers on the buckets can be taken off and put on a car, dual purpose? That's not how you spell dual. I mean, we sent the man to the moon in 1962. Okay. When I was reading that, I was like, you could actually make a sticker on the bucket in like one of those invoice enclosed things.
Mm-hmm.
And so they get their merch bucket and then, no, we'll just put a sticker in the bucket because you still need the bucket.
Mm.
Would it be funny to call it a fuck bucket?
I'm not sure SEO would like that.
Oh, yeah. No, that's different. A fuck it. Cum bucket? Too soon? It's nearly 4 o'clock. This is the glitchiest live I've seen you guys do. Audio and video keep stopping. Melbourne Mouth. Can we do a poll? Is anyone else glitching? Sorry, man. I don't know.
Just ask chat,
I'm just the talent. So I just rock up and fucking deliver. It's pretty powerful Ethernet. Yeah. Sorry, mate.
It says the health.
But this will be put up as an actual podcast on probably Tuesday or Wednesday. It used to be Monday.
We've got public holiday Monday.
It doesn't change anything.
No, well, it had been going.
It means
up
Dylan's
Monday.
got no distractions while he's working. Did I tell you I crossed the border from Mexico on foot?
Yes, you did.
Did I tell you about that?
You said you had to get out.
The fuckers kicked me out of the car and made me walk across the border. That was an experience.
Well, I was going to touch on that. I'm glad that you brought it up. So I'm going to butcher this, Clint. But so those of you that don't know Clint, but may think you know him, nothing really matters to Clint other than what's going on day to day. Would you agree? Like you're constantly thinking, but you're not really.
I'm not planning too far forward.
Yeah, you're not planning too far forward. You don't really like.
My counsellor says I need more structure in my life to support the people around me.
So something that may be exciting for other people is not necessarily exciting for Clint. So, for example, like
flying business class,
like going
on a holiday,
going to live golf, for example. Like
I don't care.
Doesn't care. But one thing that Clint does care about is Luka Dončić. Did I say it right? Dončić?
His mum would be proud with that.
Thank you.
She's pretty hot.
And while he was away, he sent through a photo, and it absolutely blew my mind. And I'm pleased to say that it blew Clint's mind as well.
Yeah, Matt got a video of me getting his autograph.
The giggles.
Have you seen it? Yeah, Matt videotaped it. So we went to the Lakers Timberwolves game, and we bought seats.
The game.
We went to the actual game, but we bought seats next to the tunnel where the Lakers run out, and I was on row 7, which is pretty much the last row you could reach out down to the players and kind of get stuff signed. And I didn't even think about it. Like, I thought it'd be cool to watch them run out and shit. Like, I filmed all the cheerleaders. I can show you that after. And I just wanted to get a Luka shirt because I was actually in LA the day they announced Luka's signing. You would have remembered that. I just love it. Like, I like players that have got a bit of spunk. Like, the ones that kind of fuck around but still get it done. Like, get it done having fun. Nick Kyrgios is an example that most people would disagree with, but yeah. Melbourne Mouth said, of course you can do a poll, but there's only 7 people watching.
Yeah, but if 6...
Thanks for pointing it out, man.
Yeah, if 6 say that it's good, then...
Yeah, then like 87% are fine. Anyway, so we bought singlets. That was fucking chaos. Have you ever bought merch? You wouldn't have bought merch at a game like that in a crypto arena.
No, but I bought merch after the Eminem concert, and that's the longest line I've ever been in.
So this here was hectic, but what they do is they give you you just throw all the shit you want in a box, which is a digital box, and then it scans all of them using some kind of not a QR code, but like a what's the thing they can read without scanning, like a little tag. All right, want to come back to me with a better answer? I know I don't have it, but when you've got an actual answer, you can get them. Like, we can put them on like buckets, and we could have the buckets go through. Like, we could have orders get scanned in boxes, and it would tell us if they've been packed incorrectly. Something like that, a chip. But they're really cheap. They're like 1 cent. So you just put all this shit in the box, and it just tells you the price. You scan it and walk the fuck out. Like, it was like self-service checkout, 30 people at once, 30 probably a transaction a second per person. Yeah. It was fucking nuts. So the line's massive, but it's just moving. And the Luka shirts were getting fucking pillaged. They were just rack on rack on rack. The dudes that were making, because in those things, Instagram's gone. In those things, like they have like you can get your name put on there, so you could get like Wang Wang Ward on the back of a shirt with 69, and they'll press it for you. Those dudes were permanently just pressing Dončić 77 on every fucking shirt. So we're sitting there, and I've just hung my jersey over the side, and I'm not like gonna scream and fucking, but everyone's like Luka, Luka, and I was like, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, whatever. And he's fucking walked around, signed, and he on the last one hanging there. We didn't even have a texter. We didn't even think about it. And he's fucking signed it, and I'm just like, oh my god! Yeah. Turn around, and Matt got the whole like my reaction on camera. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And so I've got that. Ben, who was with me, he also got one. So we're going to get them framed with like, I want to get the photo of. There's a photo of Luka looking at his former manager, Nico, who was the guy that traded him. I think it was a fake photo, but I don't care. He's just popped this 3 from fucking 2 meters back and just turned and looked at the bench like, fuck you. I just think that I like that. Like, they traded him because he was shit, and then he's like, well, fuck you, watch this. I think that's good. So I enjoyed that. But yeah, you're right. And then
I knew it meant something to you when you shared it to the chat and said, don't show it to anyone.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew straight. And then obviously people in that chat had no idea what it was. And, you know.
Yeah, the fucking girls were just like, what is this?
But you're right.
Marge has got the podcast on in his office and Jimmy Mac's watching it.
Jesus Christ. But you're right. Like, when we were there, like, it was huge. We had like people messaging us saying like, fucking, as if you're there when that's happening, and you were like, this is fucking huge. Like, I'm gonna have to jump ship now because I'm a Luka fan. Like,
I was a Mavs fan, but I think Mark Cuban's been a fucking stooge lately. So like, I guess I've made it pretty clear where my political allegiances lie. And Texas is a fucking that state, and just the way they've been acting. Anyway, so I was very excited to get that. I care about experiences, but like even shit, like I don't care like about climbing up fucking towers and shit.
Yeah.
Do you know, like I'm not great with heights.
Very aware.
Right?
Yeah.
So we stayed.
Yeah, Matt told me.
We stayed at the Four Seasons in LA, right? The lobby is on the 70th floor. So you have to catch a fucking hyper elevator to the 70th floor and check into your room, and then you catch an elevator down to your room. It's the dumbest shit ever. Just all these fucking wankers just like, oh, I'm on the 70th floor. Like, who cares? Like, if this building gets hit by something, we're the furthest from the ground of everyone. Like, we're all going to die. So get me close to the ground. And I'm thinking, my theory is 5th floor down, I could survive if I had to jump and, like, do a roll. 3rd's better. Yeah. 1st, 2nd, pretty cool. If I'm on the pool side as well.
I mean, there were 2 pretty significant towers that got hit.
Yeah,
a few years ago. But a lot of those people managed to get out. They had time to get out. But if you're above that, there's...
So then I was pretty much fine most of the time until I went to take a piss, and the urinal on the 70th floor is the window. So you piss at the window. You stand and your piss hits the window. And my legs were fucking... I'm like, I can't. I went into the fucking cubicle. I didn't feel it swaying, but there is a fault line near there. And on the elevator, there's like a call for a fire warden, and then there's another button which was seismic. So So if that's lit up and the elevator stops, it's because of seismic. And I'm just like, nah.
Yeah, which is probably fair.
What do we got here? Some more questions. What time is it? Oh my God, Dylan loves doing polls. Spunky Bucket. Nate Extreme. Yeah, the video lags out a lot, but the audio is mostly fine. Just pay your fucking Dodo bill.
Yeah, we spoke about that last week, didn't we? Yeah.
Who's using Dodo?
Well, I didn't even know it was still a thing. Apparently it is. They were saying.
Dodo Internet? Or the actual, like, they've remade the Dodo?
Not yet, no. There's not Jurassic Park.
Did you see
episode on
I
that.
don't know if you saw on the news, they've made a mouse fluffy and they reckon they'll be able to remake the woolly mammoth using elephants?
They've been trying to make the woolly mammoth.
Wouldn't you spend that time on, say, cancer?
No,
Or like you go to uni, you're like, nah, I'm fucking specialised in woolly mammoths. Fuck that. Someone else can do that. Is that what it is? All right, cool. All right.
I
I'm
think
definitely going to wake up suicided tomorrow, I think.
There's,
VJ Glitchy. Thank you, VJ. I confess one baptism.
Oh, he's back. Or she.
They?
Yeah.
It couldn't be they. They'd be he or she. Hey blokes, can you tell me how to get my $400 from this woman that ripped me off after I mowed her place? Best course of action. I would be curious to know. Oh my God, Jesus has risen. Welcome back. RFID. Thank you, Thomas. RFID was the word you were looking for.
That's the word I know. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I would say that the best course of action is to refer back to your contract and use the laws of the state, country, or planet that you are on and go through the right processes. That's my answer. I hope that helps. Why did she not pay baptism? Free, and then Clayton Powell says free glypho treatment with every bill not paid. Fuck using glypho. You want to use Bantox made by Heineken. Did I say that right?
Yeah, it was low enough that it wasn't higher.
Okay.
If, it was not air. It was It was
Mission
yeah, but
complete.
it was not here. It was here.
I got 6 acres. What's the... You want a couple of acres? I got 6 acres. What's the best option to go with you guys? As far as what fertilizer should you purchase or what lawn you should put in? If you're seriously looking at having a 6-acre lawn and you're not charging people to do sports on it, I would say Kikuyu. And especially if water is something you're paying for. And as far as if you were looking to buy fertilizer, we do have large bags, 25 kilo bags available in South Australia at some resellers and in Melbourne. Malvern. Is that how they say it? Malvern. I got 3% left on my phone. Matt doesn't like me doing this.
Yeah, he wigged out, didn't he?
But I'm going to use my laptop charger to charge my phone. It's fine. So yeah, Davey Aaron, I need you to be a bit more specific about what you mean as far as what should use. Yanni, glypho invoice number on front lawn.
That's a good one.
I do like that. And then upsell Lawnhub. Imagine that, like you fucking kill someone's lawn and you're like, I'll come back when you pay your bill and we can sort that out with a tub of Trojan and some BBW watered in well. Can you get dual bags to say g'day to us on camera? All right, I'll swap seats with Dylan. Ugh.
Jesus. What?
The wetness in the chair is...
2 hours last week obviously wasn't
Hey guys,
enough, Dylan.
I know they want me back. I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
I understand why.
fair enough.
No, don't touch that one. The one on the right hand side.
Where's the sound?
They're the buttons there. Yeah. You need to turn up the volume for the sounds. Do you want me to do
No, you just chill there.
Did he touch a button? Are we talking in
I
like robot?
HR knock.
Can you guys still hear us? You touched HR knock. Oh, HR knock. Right, that's from the that series we did.
Straight to the...
Straight to jail.
That's right, I can hear it.
Okay.
So we don't sound like robots or
Proof. Which one? But together, do we create one
superhuman?
one super?
Average.
Okay. Well.
Wow,
Crazy.
crazy.
Wow.
Oh.
We're great. We're great hosts.
I forgot to mix. All right, you good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're good.
we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Sith's talking on my screen, so you...
Oh no.
Plug. Was there headphone? Okay. Oh, okay. Sith, what's up?
Your mum's ringing. Drop it.
No, it's okay. You don't have to answer, Mum. This is going great.
It's one way to put it.
Okay, now I get Dill to say mow. Ah, yes, of course. Well, to mow your lawn, you want to first of all go in lines and create stripes. That's what they say. Or is the text to say that I missed a call?
Yeah, I just said Dylan.
You just said.
Mum says Dylan.
About the BYD. In case you guys didn't hear, Clint just said, Mum asked when I'm going to be getting the BYD, and I'm going to start a donation
I don't think that's
page.
what he said.
No, I think that's what he said.
No, I don't think that's what he said.
I think that might be what he said.
Can we just quickly talk about a new iPhone function where if
neither do I.
When I check
We
their
moved on.
CD.
Yeah, you actually lost yours.
Like I typical iPhone, but like I was trying to swipe, and it wasn't answering for whatever reason. No, like I was trying to answer a phone call. Anyway, it comes up with voicemail, and it says whoever's called you is giving a voicemail, and you can answer and say hello, and then you talk midway through there giving a voicemail, and then you start the conversation. Like
That is cool.
Yeah. The guy was like, "What the fuck? I was just giving a voice message." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a new."
Imagine that your answer is.
Yeah.
Oh hey man.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a cool feature.
Yeah, that's a cool feature.
Of course, that comes as soon as I switch over to Samsung.
I don't know why he did it in the first one. No, I've tried Samsungs and Sony's and.
Did you get the 25 deal?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the Pro. Yeah.
I just like the functionality.
The Ultra, I think it's called.
I just like the functionality and the usability. That's all. Everyone's different. And
Everyone's
the footy
different.
starts tonight.
They didn't push it back?
No, they pushed that game back.
Okay,
but there's
that's not
another
tonight.
game tonight.
Yeah.
Pardon?
What, the only game that isn't
Well,
being
I think
played?
Sydney's playing tonight, aren't they?
Hey, Dilbo. Hey, Pittman. What's up, man?
See the lunch that Pittman had the other day? Lawnhub Legends?
No.
Well, you obviously haven't been posting enough in there.
No, clearly not.
Yeah, Sydney Hawthorn tonight.
Is there a robotic cylinder?
Well, didn't you talk about it with old mate on the podcast?
East side Mike just said, who's
I mean, it'd be pretty cool, right?
Jordan Sherritt? Are you
Oi.
on the podcast yet?
Not yet. It'd be a good one. Geordie, come on the podcast. There'd be a lot of people that would want to hear. Actually, Geordie was someone I was recommended to interview on the podcast from one of his old school teachers. He's a very nice human.
I don't know who that is.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
What have you done?
Well, the Instagram's just a photo. It's just
What's it on that one?
but when it's on camera.
Yeah. It's always like that. That's why we center stuff. That's why this is all centered.
So in the podcast on Instagram, you can't see us?
I don't put it to the fore too often, but the wide is used.
Hang on. So if you're watching
somewhat.
on Instagram, what do you watch? Just the TV?
It'll
or
be the
us?
TV, yeah. But if you are pointing to something to the TV, it's useful. You can still see it.
Now you know how Dylan feels, I suppose.
He said Dylan feels it must be really hard for Dylan. That's what he said.
Again.
I've got tinnitus. Titness.
Dick cider.
Dixon cider.
It's nearly done. Yeah.
7 minutes.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. Is there any questions there? There was some Instagram
there actually
questions.
is. There is.
Let me get to the Instagram.
I was about to grab your screen and
Okay, so we got a few early questions from the gram. From VUnit469, any general rules of thumb you live by when edging your lawn that help keep a nice crispy edge? Rotary scissors or a blade edger like the Milwaukee one that is being released. That video will be released
Tuesday. Tuesday. Yes.
And then VUnit469 also says, "Welcome back, Clint. Good to see you keeping Jonesy in line."
Someone has to around here, eh? Hey? Let me find a button for that.
Keep you in line,
Let
mate.
me on it.
And then
Sensible question,
Tyson
sensible question.
PH_. Can you only use bush on plants, or will other products also help growth/lushness? Hot tip: I actually ran out of Trojan about a year ago.
You work in a building.
Yeah, and I actually put bush on the lawn, and it was fine. So if you die straight. Yes, but otherwise, in terms of bush on plants, you can use roots and shoots and wet in the soil as well. No, they ask, can you only use bush on plants, or will other products also help growth/lushness? So that's it. That's all the ones from.
That's all from
the
Instagram.
gram.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Bitter Sith says, I think wet sales will increase now with Dylan on the podcast. Is that because I'm making everyone dry? So
You know what's funny, Dylan? The those obviously real top of funnel ads, like those they're not getting any better.
have they not improved
Nah,
at
they're
all? Is it still just like Gertrude?
It's all
fucking-
like blokes.
My uncle used to have a lawn.
Like, well, Dylan showed me one the other day. There's a woman from Queensland. It's good to see your nephew. How have you been, or whatever? Never seen that lady before.
Full thought the Jonesy's her nephew.
I have. I'll explain after the podcast.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Clearly, they're clearly putting it past 52.
Yeah.
Hasn't made an improvement to those
I?
comments.
Am I in any of them?
No. Okay.
Yeah, it was when we fucking put that desk out in the lawn out the front. That was tough, Dylan.
that was so good.
Desk on the lawn.
Yeah, like dressed up, computer screen,
Everything.
papers, phone, everything, like for the photo. And there would have been what?
Is that the one where we're getting all the messages?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
They need to. Yeah. That's why.
Fuck you, cunt.
Yeah.
Fuck shit. Like, hey, you clicked on the
Literally, just do not click the ad. It's like it's so not hard.
But the target audience of the age group is those types of people that go, fuck you, block.
Yeah.
They're not smart enough to know how to block.
Yeah.
Johnny, can you block this?
Because this person actually had a fucking whinge and then blocked.
Yeah, because he can't even
Oh.
Yeah.
And the message is just so like casual. Like,
'Cause I
hey
was-
guys, like, if you want some free advice, just hit us up. Send
Yeah.
us a
Fuck
message.
off. I never messaged you.
I'm
Block.
going to report you to the Department of fucking spam or something.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Did you message this page? No.
No.
Fucking Fed Low.
What logo is that? Yeah. Yeah, actually, you know, it probably could be a lot of them just being stupid and thinking that the logo is something else.
Well, what's wrong with the logo?
No, that's wrong with them. It's a perfect logo. It's actually beautiful.
That's on the paid software.
That's on paid.
Paid subscription.
Which
that
do you
one.
want to announce that today or should
No.
we hold back?
Only the people that have been managed to find it have the privilege
have
of
the
seeing
privilege
it.
of seeing it. It's like one of those Easter eggs on the website.
Yeah, which still hasn't been found. It was nearly. I can confirm it was nearly found.
How is it nearly found?
It was nearly found.
I don't understand how.
That doesn't matter because I'm not going into it.
Understand.
Yeah, yeah. It was near.
No offense, lady, but what you don't understand is the warehouse.
It was nearly
Finally find
found.
something for that.
Hillary Clinton will be the next
That feels
president of the
appropriate.
United States.
That's the first.
I can't remember the prize we were going to give for someone finding the Easter egg on the website.
Fucking Rusty Trump.
Seasoned veteran at that. 10 years at a supermarket.
Top, you're
chain.
spoiling the video.
Sorry.
Don't spoil it.
I went to an event yesterday.
Yeah, right. Like recently, like Miss Nude.
Or like a 03 that's been in the in
it's
the,
like
in the
used
shed.
tyre yard now.
Yeah.
She won Miss Nude Australia in the 8 calendar's been got this one.
yeah, the greatest hits. The ladies come back.
We call those tubeless tyres
The
now.
all stars.
Oh, fuck. It's going to be rowdy. What else is going on there, Dylan? Anything?
We have Greg Jones. Oppo is a great phone.
Oppo fucking...
All right, Greg.
Oppo fucking... Dad has conversations with his phone because it talks to him. Fucking...
I had an Oppo. It was... I think the Huawei was my phone. It was. My Huawei was my first phone. Strong battery life, great support from the city.
Yeah, still looking for a water sponsor though. So
What about Waterpro?
Can't be that hard.
Just give you money. Waterpro just give you money.
it would, yeah, just for water.
Just draw with blue texture the logo.
Jeez, that's a 196 burp if
That
I've
is-
ever heard it.
I think it should.
That would be cool.
I've been enjoying their.
No, I haven't tasted one before.
I'll give you
No.
one to say home.
They are good.
Cool. All right.
Not financial advice.
All right, I'll wrap up. I'll switch over to Mr. Clint Adams. What time Tuesday? Lunch meeting. I'm assuming that means for the video, it will be live at 4:30 p.m. on Tuesday.
Our time or Eastern time?
And then you'll
Adelaide
run
time.
some ads about like how you're going to post a video one day soon. Who's excited to be? You know what I feel like? A cigarette. We'll work that out.
I don't think there's any here, is there?
No, but
There's a servo across the road.
no comment. My wife doesn't watch this. I've been bringing cigarettes back from America, one pack at a time, and just like stockpiling them as like giftware. It's, I've never been to jail, but I hear you can, you can trade.
Well, it's been watching a lot of Law and Order SVU, so that's
What is that? 90s?
So it's in early 2000s now, in season 5. But yeah, it started in 98.
Was it
99.
Olivia Benson? Fuck, I used to be attracted to her, man. She'd still go all right.
She got real short hair in these seasons, but now she's got the longer hair.
You're into the long hair.
Do
you think women should have long hair and wear dresses?
No,
because I do.
I think short hair suits a certain head style.
Like one that puts their mouth on other women.
Whoa.
The one that looks like that.
And Detective Stabler.
Fuck, he's a beast.
Yeah,
that's the guy. You like, you know what? Like you're a kid in trouble at school, and that's your dad, and he comes to talk to the principal.
Yeah, all good.
Everything's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you heard me, but I was talking to Celeste about one of the episodes, right? And in like season 1 or 2, this woman got convicted for being a rapist.
Fuck, Celeste is watching the podcast.
Right? This woman got convicted for being a what did she do? Sexual assault on a male, right? And they sent that woman to prison, and then 2 seasons later, she's the assistant district attorney.
They probably got rid of their
They recasted her. You
What are they
can't
called?
do that so close. Like 10 seasons later. Okay, but not 2 or 3. Come on.
Greg Jones wants to come and have kebabs with us. That's what he's talking about.
Oh,
Because we've got the sales meeting, and then we're having, because he's the marketing manager, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So that's what I was joking. It's they're the cigarettes that Dave Chappelle smokes on stage. They are prop cigarettes. It's designed to give a sense of the person that you are. It's not who you are. It's very different.
It's like what Thomas Shelby. What's his actor's name?
It's like when Halle Berry kissed that dude, right? There's nothing there. It's just a fucking.
What's the dude's name from Oppenheimer?
Hans.
Yeah.
Gretel Colleen. Do you remember when she was like allegedly with that Saxon dude?
Gretel.
Yeah.
From Big
he was
Brother.
on Big Brother, and then they were dating.
Oh,
Thanks for that. That's
probably
fucking
should seek
something I'm not
medical
going to be
advice
able to
for that.
worry. I'm not going to be able to sleep through. VJ, go the Mighty Hawks. Are they playing tonight?
Yeah, Sydney versus.
Yeah.
Hawthorn.
What's his name?
Hawk.
Alistair Clarkson. Go Alistair Clarkson. Is he still the coach?
He's brutal, eh? I love his press
Is
conferences.
he still the coach?
Yeah.
Of the Hawks?
Yeah.
I was expecting you to say no. He's fucking...
No. Sorry, Sam Mitchell is. Sorry.
He plays
No.
for them Hawks.
Who?
Sam Mitchell.
He's the coach.
I haven't watched it for a while.
No, Alistair Clarkson is the Kangaroos coach.
Really? Do you think he can fix that team? Is this his first year?
3rd, I think.
So no. What the fuck is wrong with the Kangaroos? Is it James Brayshaw's fault?
I don't think he's the president anymore. Is he? He might be.
All right. I have to ask some people.
Because Clarkson was like removed for 6 months because he said something to someone and it hurt their feelings or something, or
He's racist.
no,
He's
not that
sexist.
way. Yeah, that way I think.
Ooh.
It's a bit like how they made Tim Payne quit the Australian captaincy because he like sent a text message 6 years ago and then the media found it.
Imagine I was in those roles.
Like as a media reporter.
And no, as in if I was like in a position of responsibility that was judged by the population, I'd be fucked.
Some would argue that you would do that role now.
I have no boss.
But
well, actually,
imagine you as a reporter though. You'd be ruthless. You'd make fucking cunts cry all the time. Come on, man. He said Clint wasn't going to be here for this press conference.
Good chat. All right, so should we go?
And 31 days till the Masters. If I can get keen.
Yeah, go Rory Woods.
Not Rory.
I played golf.
You did?
Yeah.
And you hit him well.
Apparently. You've heard that. It
Yeah.
must be true because he wouldn't lie about it.
No.
Yeah. I played, dobbed the nut, fucking like got it through the goals and everything, like proper time. The first 9.
Yeah.
I kind of got distracted.
Oh, that's okay.
Brainshaw hasn't been president for years. Yeah, thanks. You want to be a bit more specific? Like, was it 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? Well, it's plural, so it's more than one. Yeah, like, hit the baby Bertha fucking good.
You reckon...
I play better with cheap clubs.
Do you reckon... Because you don't you like experiences. Do you reckon you'd enjoy a Sunday at the Masters?
If I was playing with Tiger Woods?
Not playing?
No.
You wouldn't just...
It just doesn't rate up for me.
But it's like the Masters and it's Sunday.
It doesn't mean anything.
Well, the fact that they only let 20,000 people through the gates.
If you said to me, I don't know, like someone I care about, like that's unaccessible, Luka Dončić, as an example, has a corporate box at the Masters and wants you to join him and 3 of his friends to watch the thing and actually have 4 hours of just talking. Yeah.
Well,
But I could do that in an elevator. It doesn't have to be fucking, maybe not very high, maybe 4th floor. I just don't care. If they all died, I don't care. If the whole course got poisoned, I don't care. It just doesn't mean anything.
That's fine.
5 years plus. Because he was going to move out of radio into TV, and obviously some publicity douchebags well, that mole's going to be a challenge for you. How shallow.
Well, unfortunately, that's the world we live in.
Is that why I can't do any more than this? Because I'm fat?
No, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I think because you can probably do whatever you like.
I don't really know what else there is that I want to do, eh? You know what I mean? Like Sunday at the Masters. Walk with Tiger or something.
Yeah, Sunday.
No, I'm talking as in the caddy and I follow him.
No, they don't allow that at the Masters.
Or I'm the caddy.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Yeah, they're very different rules at the Masters. You know you're not allowed to run at the Masters? As a patron? That's pretty
Yeah, I don't know that I'd do well in those fences.
In terms of you're not allowed to have your phone as well?
Well, I'd just do it and get kicked out.
Oh. Okay. Well,
I got to go.
I think that'd be a pretty cool experience.
Fuck. Well, let's finish the podcast.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next week.
No, fuck off, Dylan. Stop it.
Hey, I'm an innocent.
Don't worry about your outro.
I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent. Come on, let's go.
So you
tuning in. We will see you next
Ladies
week.
and gentlemen and non-binaries.
No such thing.
I did not drive no getaway car. I'm legally blind.
How'd you get wrapped up with these folks?
I got wrapped up. I was walking down the street and I caught a ride.
So you don't know these folks then, is what you're saying?
I know